Hi guys, Nai here. Welcome to the third episode. We are trying to create an aquatic city, of course, very coastal one, that looks just like this one. Even though it doesn't, it will be much more rectangular because we are going into purity. Let's start where we left off in the last episode. And our science, which is 81 per turn, which is not really great. With 4 cities, okay, all right. I believe we finished fabrication, and our next research will be, you know what, let's finish biochemistry first for the water refinery. It will improve our water city, all coastal cities, all of them are coastal and have improvements on water. Then continue with robotics and later into cognition. I will finally upgrade some of my units to purity ones. This time it will be broadside with 15% when attacking, and marine as sentinels with increased strength by unused move. I think we are not at war with anyone. No, these two just sanction us. Kavitha is cooperating. However, I would like Lena Ebner to be more open to us. We are currently running an energy deficit. I don't like that particularly. But we have a trade convoy in the works. Let's say one more. This one will go into Ilebel. And this next one will come from Locard du Monde to one of Lena's cities again. And I will, in this episode, jump into positive health as we build farm labs in all our towns, in our cities. And gene gardens as well. This building is really good. I'll build the geothermal tile and perhaps some tiles in this big city. Not really. Yeah, right, we are going at deficit. In that case, I shouldn't be buying anything. But I believe I have the diplomatic capital for a new improved personality traits. Let's go into deeper into refined for additional culture. Trade convoy will go into the big city for food and production in the island one. We got biochemistry, water refinery is in the works next, perhaps even petrochemical plant. Definitely water refinery here. And this new trade convoy will go somewhere where we get enough energy. Do we go for Mandira? It looks like I cannot initiate new trade routes with Lena Ebner because we are not at good terms. Yeah, let's go to Mandira. We will get some of our strategic resources here. Most importantly, geothermal. That might be very useful. Even though I can never be sure about these trade strategic resources, they are unreliable for building. Quest return to sender. This one is pretty often received for purity. We built the old relic buildings. Have to build. We have to send any orbital unit up, and got quest for the farm lab. Of course, one more health from farm labs. As you can see, we are climbing in positive health here. The virtue. This time we will go into meme web or memo web for reduce culture penalty from number of cities, and I think we can start expanding. And we also got a free virtue. I'm not going into learning centers right now. Monomyth is really good if we build many great wonders in our design city for that. But I will go into community medicine for additional health. That was 3 health. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. This city isn't even size 6. And I will build a water refinery as well here. You can see we switched into positive energy with this trade route that was created. Now she is open to cooperate. She doesn't respect me, but she fears my military. That's an interesting development. I also noticed she went into harmony or purity. Well, we might end up friends. We may not. Okay, we've got a lot to build. But I will prioritize Ectogen's spot as the wonders are very, very useful. Station to charter, we will go to Churchiton's Light. That's additional culture. That's a little bit placement. There's not much of a note. And it will prevent settling from arc towards me. And from the progenitor device, we got affinity XP towards purity. Great. Robotics as well. And we've got upgrade for tag jets. Well, needle jets, that's pretty typical. Let's get the 30% intercepting. We'll not be conquering, we'll be defending. What about we steal more science from our partners in Integra? There's another war. They are pretty far away, but I believe Kavitatakor is the weak one. Yes, it looks like that. Let's build a gene garden as well. Now, prosperity will build an autoplant. Is always useful for production. It can reach +3 production, which is really nice. I should try to get a agreement from Lena Ebner. Of course, the party politics. That's always good for improving our relationship. And again, Duncan Hughes is getting a pity. He's not going to accomplish anything with all these meaningless wars. Let's just keep building what we need and get additional virtues. I have 10% cultural synergy bonus in every city, and I would like this one for an additional covered agent for not for the agent, for the free virtue. That means entrepreneurial space flight. How about meta research methods? And I'm going into techno artisans. If we are generating culture, this will help us get more science as well. But that yield is global. That is not related to the city. That's just counting how much culture we have and adding that in the form of science. Here is the ectogenesis spot. 1 food for every 4 population in the city. Helpful, but nothing incredibly powerful. I will do a batch of ships. Let's produce some cruisers. Quest for command center can give us covered agent or 15 city strength. Of course, I'm going into building a fortress. As you can see, the difference between these cities is really big. This one will produce cruiser in 6 turns and has 14 production, but this one has 95 already. That's only the mid game. Covered operation, establish network in Axiom. Okay, that will not be a challenge. And I will improve this city with a command center as well. Let's send Galileo to Axiom, was it? Yes, Axiom. We got a free level up in an affinity and an artifact. Beautiful. And I believe if I choose purity, I will get 16 XP so that it doesn't like waste the overflow. So let's pick purity. And yes, it looks like that. We can upgrade gunners into guardians, 10% per unused movement, and cruisers as well. If we are fast, we can hit hard. If we are not, well, not as hard. Can Suzanne Fielding on Lena Ebner, as well as Kavita Thakur. Well, everybody hates everybody, except me. I don't hate anyone. We can improve Gaian Wells from a quest. Gaian Well is an energy one. Yes, that is bound to the geothermal. We can get 1 production or 2 energy. More terrascapes. And yeah, we are somewhere in the neutrals. Let's make more terrascapes. Here is cognition. We can finally build neural labs, holosuits, and most importantly, this wonder Guapuyaulan. Of course, there's the academy one improvement. However, I'm not so keen on using it. It will generate extra science. Science is really powerful, but I've got just enough of it to keep up. And I think, is it time to go into holomatrix already? No, I don't have any float stone, but I have all the technologies that I need, very easily accessible. improvable. Let's improve climate control. I will need some food for start, so that's good job. Let's build a Guopialan, of course. Really fast. Quest for the Gene Garden. This one can give me additional 4 energy or 1 additional health. Of course, I'm going into energy because I have a bit of a shortage here. And I'm going to build a lot of generators around the city. Antimon is fighting around here, so I believe Duncan Hughes will send no units towards my position. Quest water everywhere can either get 1 additional food or free maintenance for water refineries. Let's pick this one and develop our virtue again. Let's switch into settler class. We'll get additional population for all newly founded cities. I think it is good time to go and expand in this direction and southwards as well because of this floatstone around here. My diplomatic capital will allow me to improve the protective trade. My explorer was destroyed by a gunner. Well, I shouldn't go into an active battle zone. I will produce colonies in my capital instead. Here's the wonder, very easy, very fast to build. Culture cost of new virtues is reduced by percentage equal. Well, I cannot check this out, but my next virtue costs only 760. That means every 6-7 turns I'm getting a new virtue. That's really fast. This colonist should go... I think this one should go south. And we'll clear some land down here. And make sure that it is safe and secure. And I can build a holosuite in here, even though there is no improved Phyrexids here. I believe that one comes from trade, so the city has access to it. Let's build a holosuite. And well, let's put more colonists down there. Okay, Susan Fielding destroyed one of our agreements. That means I'm able to ask Lena Ebner for the colonization corps, and she agrees. My cities will be founded immediately, even though, well, the colonists will be a bit more expensive. I don't mind that in this stage of game. I think I will settle down here just in range of Cinema's, Titanium and Floatstone. I don't need much from the city anyway. Who's the enemy here? Yes. Let's fire him, gun him down. Another virtue again. I will go into Techno Artisans right now and let's watch the science. We've got 120 about culture and 96 science. This will give us nice 18 points of culture. 18 points of science. About as much as a new city. Okay, Kavita is going into supremacy. Nice. We fortified our city here on the island. It has 91 combat strength. Nothing is going to hurt us. There is NSA. Who is he at war with? Me and Chungsu. Alright. That means these ships here are an expeditionary force against me. However, they are really weak. And my unit was killed. I get it. One of my workers there. There's one thing I don't like on the water plate, and that's how fast the units are compared to their vision radius. And our city was immediately founded with 2 population. First building, trade depot. First purchase, a worker. Now he's open to negotiate. And I don't want war, so let's agree. We've got climate control for the weather controller. I think I should build one at least. Well, Lena Ebner, she's fighting 3 sides at once. Good luck with that. Okay, I will do alien sciences quick into Cinema's wells. What should be next? I will do bionics next. Now I can upgrade broadsides into Baron. I would rather go into the cannonades. Ignore the not harmony, the hybrid units here. This colonist, yeah, it will continue down south for this gold, titanium and petroleum. On these flat plains, this looks like a nice place. And of course purchase the titanium so that I can send my worker immediately to work this perfect tile. And I think I should rather not. Let's go back. There is a siege worm, which we can immediately start gunning down. Quest Autobots. For auto plant, we will get additional production. There's no question about it. One production or one energy. The production should win. Let's build a quick weather controller. I am wasting all the titanium that I have available, kind of. Another quest for dry docks. Let's get additional 10% production for naval units. The only city that has the dry dock is this one, and it has a lot of production. The 10% is worth much more than measly 1 point of production from the building. Next building here should be the Gene Garden, of course. And I will launch this weather controller in my territory on tiles that are very certainly worked down here. I will not get any other quest complete. Return to sender. We got 30 production in all cities and 18 affinity towards purity. And that means our terrascapes are supercharged. Additional energy and some health from terrascape improvements. We also got some culture. That means we can go into synergy bonus for 10% science in every city. I think I will go into creative class so that I get extra culture to net positive of health. This is a very terrible one because that gives 5 culture from excess health. It's not usual that you get excess health. We've got upgrades for Tide Hunter. And again, 10% unused movement and armor into Lancer as well. I was talking about the weather controller, that it will not give us any additional bonus resources on these tiles because they are already improved. I will not accept the neutrality here. We got alien sciences for the cinema as well, and we can destroy this alien siege worm, finish our quest. However, there is no alien remains here because our siege worm was destroyed on a resource already. Now produce more colonists in the people city where people originate from. Quest for the holosuit will give us either a free virtue. Well, free virtue is worth a lot, but I'm getting a lot of culture, so this is not as important. Let's get 2 culture from holosuits. I cannot build them in every city, only those that have a fear exit mine already. And I will build some unit down here. Not seeing it. Yes, Lancer here. And send these colonists westwards. And the city will be settled down here. And I will leave these cities be named like this. They are not as important anymore. And even though we are building terrascapes, we are in total positive in terms of energy. That's really nice to hear. That means I can continue building up terrascapes. It further likes what I'm doing. I will settle this city, I think, on the coast here to capture ferrexite, petroleum, titanium, and xenomass. And this one will go inland 1 to 3. We can settle it in 2 tiles from Church of Dawn's Light. There is nothing interesting in range of this city. I would like all these geothermal, but it can be settled later. I'll also get the torpedo battery that can be only built in aquatic cities for further strong city attacks. One of our agents was promoted to a special agent. That means it will get us much more science. However, I would like to reassign this one and buy me some resources on the black market That would be floatstone. No, not really. I will go for the titanium real quick and see if it is worth it. Now I can build a ferrexite mine, proper improvement on this ferrexite tile. Settle this city. Nobody got angry about it. That's fine by me.
As Adam Smith said,
Here we've got bionics, mainly for the institute, but bionic slabs might be also useful. Another upgrade for artillery this time into Punisher. Additional movement is really strong. I am going though into civil support now. Quest something fishy for torpedo targeting systems, the building that I just built in Le Coeur de Monde. We can get additional city strength. Now the aquatic city is absolute beast in terms of strength. Let's get a sonar net as well. And I think I'm done with colonists for now. I will settle close to this lake. A quick look into diplomacy screen. I'm not liked by Duncan Hughes. Most Susan Fielding likes me a bit more now. Hanchumu not at all. Kavitha likes me very much. And Lena Ebner doesn't like me, but she fears my military a bit. I guess she's on the low end of the military because of all the wars she was waging. I think I can become better friends with Susan Fielding. Let's go to neutral. We've got another virtue. This time I would like to improve industry. Let's go for profiteering. And this city will be settled down here. Nothing interesting. Granexito near the Church of Dawn's Light. Alright, we've got titanium. 5 titanium at 20 diplomatic capital per turn. That's really nice. Here is fueling the fire for quest for petroleum wells. Well, petrochemical plant building, but I will get culture or production from petroleum wells. Of course, give it to the people, or culture. Alright, Le Coeur has the titanium mine here. That's not being worked, but it could be, and the production here would skyrocket. In the meantime, I can add a trade convoy here. And I can also do one funny thing here. I can purchase a colonist in one of my newly founded cities. Because these are size 2, I can already purchase another colonist. Or build it, and it's a bit expensive right now. Because we have the agreement with Lena Ebner that allows us to settle colonists, but they will be more expensive to build or buy. So I'm not going to do that right now. And instead, I will get us a worker. The trade convoy will go to my biggest city here. Quick check on trade route overview. Yeah, we are getting quite some yields from our big city here developed. Pretty nicely. Generator ruins. Again, we got a free level up in an affinity. I will choose anything from the artifacts later, but the affinity will go into purity so that we can go up faster. We've got upgrade for carrier. This one will be a bastion. Let's add a capacity for this aircraft, even though I might not build any this game. And again, this city, this one will need bionic slab. Of course, it requires the resource of resilin. It doesn't matter if the resilin disappears later. It is already built and we get 20% health. That will be 2 from the... Oh, yep, this city can go very, very healthy. It can give us 21 base. 13 from that is from terrain. Of course, the terrascapes do the job here. But it is capped by population. In that regard, I will add another weather controller and more terrascapes. The city will build a feedside hub as well. Okay, Duncan, I'm getting bored with your war declarations here. Let's get a bionic slab real quick and launch this weather controller above the city. My orbital units cannot overlap as of now, but that will change in the future. And now we'll settle the city up here. BERT. A trade depot and a purchase a worker. That will be really fast. And as I have enough diplomatic capital, I will finish the protective trait that will give us 2.5 points of city defense per unit of population. That means our big city is now 135 points strong. Others are above 100, which I believe is insane. No unit has such high melee power, not talking about ranged strength. So these cities can one-shot literally anything that is there in the game right now. I'm not talking about end game units here. Fine, we have another virtue. We can get alternative markets or interdependence network, and I believe this one is much better. 25% more yields of your trade routes to your own city. I've already used this one in my playthrough, so I don't have a need to explain this. It's additional bonus for internal route trading. Right here is civil support. We can finally build holometrics, and my next research will go into planetary engineering. Of course, for the generator, that's not very important. Overhaul is fine, but most importantly, the access to abyssal mirror. I will upgrade needlejet into raiders. I have 30% when intercepting, so let's make it stronger against air units. I really should build some air power here. And I'll build it right now. Where is it? Raider. Air units. Come on. I know you are powerful. I've got some artifacts. Let me check. I got some progenitor artifacts. We can build the Cinema's bathhouse for additional culture, or the Wonder Machine Assisted Free Will. Beefsteaks costs 15% less science. I think I will go for this one and build it. Oh, there is a relativistic databank. -1 intrigue per turn in all cities, so nobody can steal anything from us. I kinda like this more. Let's go and get it. It's a wonder. An artifact wonder which is not listed anywhere else in the game. And more raiders from our capital. And the relativistic databank is quite an easy wonder to build. I will focus it in the biggest city here. However, Prosperity needs its Phyrexit improvement buildings. Let's go for Holosuit. As Duncan Hughes, we are obsessed with culture. Of course we are. Quest for Bionics Lab will get us more culture. Why not? And I will check up on the biggest city here. It is producing 99 culture from all these terrascapes that we have. Some, well, quarry, some buildings. And of course there is a 75% modifier bonus. So that is very, very powerful here. But once we start launching orbital units for culture that overlap, our culture yield from the city will totally explode. I guarantee you. But that's not the thing for this playthrough, for this episode. I think I will close this one here. Maybe next turn. 227 sounds nice. I think I should get more workers. Alright, are we at war? Yes, we are, but I'm not feeling any pressure. Nothing is happening. No, let's take 2 more turns. Okay, more war between our friends here. We got another virtue. Well, we got this 10% energy in every city. Perhaps I should go and start going into might. But I think the monomyth here is very interesting, very important. Let's go for learning centers then. That improves our academies, though we don't have any. But if we had, this is a very important trait to pick. Alright, final look. We have 105 culture in our biggest city here. Okay, thank you all for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye.